Hello everybody, welcome to this video. Actually, in this video I want to talk about database project. So maybe some of you don't know what they have to submit and how they start their project. So guys, maybe this video can help you. Actually, first you have to select any system. You have to select any system, for example, library, any system, student management system, whatever, any system that you think you can do it well, you understand the system and you can do it well. So you select that system. After that, you design a database for that system and also application that can do the basic operations. The basic operation such as adding, deleting, and updating, and so on. So you have to design the database and the application that connect that database. This is okay, the first part. The second part, okay, this system actually should not be super tiny. It should minimum 3 tables and maximum 10 tables. This project is individual project, but you can work with your mate, with your classmate, with maximum 2 students only. So if any group more than 2 students will not be accepted. So as I mentioned, is individual means everybody should submit, even you are working with your classmate, but you have to submit it individually. And you have to mention the 2 students, the name of the group in the report. You have to mention them in the report. So the next is the outcome of this project. So the first one is the application itself. So the database and the application. Database application, let's call it database application. This is the software. You have to submit it. This is number one, and take 20% of your project. The project all is taking 40%, so it's 20% it goes to the application. So the second one is the project itself. The project itself. So in this project, actually, the report, I mean. So the second is the report. So you have to submit a report about your system, and this is also can help you if you maybe you not successfully complete your project, maybe not working, for example, but you try your best, but you cannot complete it. So maybe you can get some point from the second point, which is the report. The report taking 15%, and there is here a template. You can use it in this report. The third one, which is presentation. You have to submit a presentation of your project. You have to submit the presentation. So what the presentation? The presentation is the video presentation. You can you can just run your video, run your application, and then show me how it's work. Make video about your work, So here are some criteria. Okay, first you have to follow the structure. In the report, follow the structures of the structure of the report, means that you cover all the points or the sections. Also, level of the elaborations means that okay, when you're designing, for example, the entity, this is just example. When you design the entity diagrams, explain it as well. Explain it. You put some screenshot from your system. Also explain something. Write something about it. And the second thing is originality of your works. Okay, here you can select any system. Okay, this is correct. So, but you have to work. You have to do it by yourself. This is the important things. You have to do it by yourself. Even it's not completed 100% and not doesn't look nice, but you have to do it by yourself. Just show me that you understand the subject. Also, subject or submitting on times. If you fail to submit on times, there is 10% detection from your grade. So here, as I mentioned, there is a template, and here where you will return your project. Okay, so let's go to the template, and then here we have also template, but this is the project itself. So here it's the database or the formatting here. Okay, what I have mentioned right now, everything. So let's go jump to the second page, which is the template. So the template here, we have the first section, an introduction about your system. I'm talking now here about the system, means that your physical system, or For example, the clinic itself, how it's work. The requirement here, the second things, I mean, you have to talk something, write something about it, write something about the requirement. The requirement means what your system should do, the function of your system. The system should able, this is an example, the system should able to sign up, the system should, or should the user can order product online, the user, and something, it's something like this, the system must be available 24 hours. So this is the requirement. So this is the requirement, or we call it the functions. So what else? The second point or the second section is the entity diagrams. So the entity diagrams, you know what the entity diagrams, just draw the entity diagrams of your system and explain something about it and how, what, and the relation between them. So here the SQL, here actually you write some important SQL first based on this section. First one is the SQL to create the tables, SQL to enter some data, SQL statement to write here some important queries. This is important queries, right? Important queries. Then you have to implement that important queries in your project. Later I will show you where you will write these or implement this section. After that, here you get 4 points if you complete this section, which is describe the development application. Now you need to submit application, right? So after you finish developing your application, to just describe it here and put some screenshot in these sections. So we come this to the last point, which is self-learning. Select any topics related to the database, either one of these topic or any another topics. For example, indexing, and write something about it based on this requirement, uh, or trigger and write something about it. So this is self-learning. Write something about it. Okay, here all about the report. So let's go to the project. Let's go to the template. So here I provided two templates.